Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I am Will Dragon and we are playing Manor Lords. We have just had another patch drop. From the point of you guys watching this on YouTube, the patch will have dropped about a week ago from the point of me recording it. That might give you a little bit of an idea of how and when I record things. But the patch has just dropped, and this has a lot of balances and bug fixes in it. The ones I'm most looking forward to and most excited about are the fixes and changes to the trading system, which will hopefully help push into regional trade even more. So at the moment we have Cartref, our beautiful home, and in this region we have just told the manor to be built. Now this is going to cost a lot. Looking at how many planks this is going to cost, I'm actually going to come to my trading post and change that to no trade. Because, how do we... Oh, yes. Of course, yes, current surplus is 33. Because we have just gone and dedicated... I don't even know. 133 planks to our manor house. And then over in our second region, which has now just been renamed Wally Ear. That basically means Golden Valley in Welsh, ladies and gentlemen. We are still looking to get established. I have moved my woodcutter's lodge. That is now down here. We are basically going to be using this to finish clearing some of these trees. And then he will... That's actually where he will then stay. He will then focus on this region behind him. Same with my logging camp when I move him. I'm going to try and nestle him right in here because it's a fit little open spot. But for now, he is clearing trees up in this region. So he can stay exactly where he is. And we are trying to get our last couple of houses built so that we have no homeless people here. We will then start to look at stone so that we can also then go and grab our church. In fact, we have the stone. We need planks and timber. So our logging camp, get a move on. And we don't actually have a saw pit at the moment, do we? No, we do not, but we will remedy that shortly. For now, I'm just looking to get the houses set up so that I can then... I don't think I'm going to get to harvesting this season, to be honest. I think it's going to be next year, and then I can hopefully open up all of these fields, which I've also gone and since the last episode, as you can see, I've marked off all of my fields. I've got bits marked off here. I've got bits marked off all the way up here, where all of my fields are going to be, and they will probably also come down here a little bit, but I want to build my houses first. So let's go ahead and fast forward, and let's have a few things built. We shall go over shortly and maybe see what our manor house looks like. Family members join one of the settlers. Fantastic. Let us, we have plenty of timber. Let's expand the living space straight away. And that now leaves 2 families homeless. Pantry is full at the hunting camp. Well, I'm going to hope not, because you're also my only source of food. So I'm hoping you have a market stall, and you are in fact pushing that market stall through. We have food for 7, fuel for 4. That's just fine. Multiple point, let's slow this back down. We are still in July. I need to keep an eye on that when we change to the next month. I need to go and finish sorting out our fields in Cartref. But for now, let's keep it on fast forward. Let's keep these things being built. The woodcutter's lodge is now back up and running. Let's give you your cutting area, shall we? I want you to cut all of this. Of course, to do that, we need a family, which I will now go and assign. Aha, we are now in August. Let's drop the speed down a little bit. Let's come over here. In fact, let's take our time about this. There you go. We can set up one more field. As you can see, not great in terms of fertility, but it's all we have in this region. It's all we have. So let's go and set that up. Although I'm saying that as well, this fertility, ladies and gentlemen, has actually changed since I planned these fields. since we've just had the update, because I know for a fact this was actually quite green, but I'm just going to pause a second. As you can see, we now only have the tiniest patch of fertility. How's it look for the rest of the region? Sorry, let's go back to that. I'd say it's decreased overall. In this region, it's also decreased. We have some patches of yellow and orange. This was fully green on the Emder before we list. Let's look at the flax. That's pretty much the... Well, no, that's dropped a bit. This patch, I'm pretty sure, went further up. I'm really hoping barley still exists. Not really. We had some huge patches. This whole outline was for barley at least. I remember that much. So fertility has actually taken a hit. I did not realize that about this patch. And can we... Let's have a quick look at the rest of the world. Or at least the world as we know it. I would say... Wow. I would say that in general, regional fertility has taken a hit. Okay. Well, let's go back. Continue doing what we're doing. What problems do we have? Exposed goods. We have... Oh, that won't be a problem. That will get picked up and moved along, I'm sure. Once we've got this guy set up, once he sets himself up a stall, I'm sure he's going to run up here and grab the rest of these supplies. So let's go ahead. Although, in fact, yes, let's come back over here. Let's put it on play. But now I need to... Oh, yes. And also, I went and assigned 3 new fields. Let's have a look. Fallow in 1, fallow in 1. I'd say fallow in 3 is the smallest. So we shall now match for that. And then the other 2, no, cancel. The other 2 are pretty similar-ish. I'd say this one might be a... yeah, they're about the same. This one's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to match this one. Fallow in 2. And so that makes this one fallow in 1. Nope, fallow. Does that match? Is fallow in 3? Oh, fallow in 1. And these are fallow in 2. Cool. And so on that, we've got 5 free families. I'm now going to go and stick 2 of them. That is our families maxed out as well. We have reached the top. I'm going to go and take 2 of them and tell them to start looking at farm work. The rest, in fact, let's make that... Let's keep that on 2. I think that'll more than enough. Tell them to start looking at farm work. And that then means... If I've run out of empty houses, it's time to build more. Now, my next set of houses... I always click on the wrong button. My next set of houses I want to build in here, which I might not actually be able to because it's rather steep. Not enough goods. Well, we are going to have to wait. We are going to shrink these down. Let's get them starting to be... double plots. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. That's, I think, about roughly the number I need. 6 burgage plots, only small back gardens. These are going to be my artisans' houses. But as you can see, we actually can't do that yet because we are, I think, potentially in the negative for timber. So we'll leave that region to do as it does. Let's start to get those crops going. I'm back here. Let's press play again. And continue to focus on Wally Ear, our Golden Valley, or at least our proposed Golden Valley. It's not as golden as it used to be. They'll have a 1 homeless person. And we have a lovely firewood stall. Hopefully, like I said, they go and grab those supplies. I'm hoping that they can go and grab timber log. I guess not, because they need it for this house. Maybe not. Let's go and get that last house built. And as soon as that last house is built, we will lose our homeless modifier. And we will also straight away upgrade this house. Very nice. Let's expand that living space. And we're going to have no new houses yet. We do need to really get rid of some of this wood. Some of these forested areas, I know I can just build over them. But as I've said before, I kind of like to take them down and then build over them. Now, all of these areas are going to be fields that you can see. I might split them down the middle on some of them, just to make them a little bit more manageable. But all this area is going to be fields. And of course, then we do need to go and grab the stone out of the way, because that's just an eyesore right now. But I think for now, one of our biggest priorities is a saw pit, which I'm going to go and put trees uprooted for construction. We don't like that. I will simply go and put it in here for now. We're definitely going to relocate it later. It will come down here and join what will be our wooded area. And all of the families are now also maxed out, which should increase our efficiency. And so there you have it. We are in September. Let's go and have a look at how our fields are doing. You look at that. Fields are being plowed. Harvesting, plowing, and sowing crops in autumn. We do have... I don't know, there seems to be a little bug for me. We end up with random trees. Oh no, he's still working it. They're not there at a distance, but they're there when you zoom in. Hopefully we can we can work around that tree. I am thinking maybe I need to put a third family on there just to make sure we get enough people. We have lots of timber. Our animals are still coming in. We have lots of meat now. Enough for 12 months. So I'm going to take one person off the hunting, and they are going to go into the saw pit. And we're going to start create some planks. And with those planks, we can, as I said, look to go and get our church. We need a grand old number of 20. With the church, we can hopefully start to expand our town. Crops rotated in a field. How are we doing? Oh, one tree's gone. Let's keep working on this last tree. Maybe I've built fields too big. Who knows? Maybe I need more families working them. I mean, they are pretty big fields. We are now in October. And as you can see, we've not actually planted a lot. Maybe I should have started sooner. But, oh, this field's now... So I wonder when crop rotation changes. Because... I mean, they've half ploughed this field and then it's gone fallow. We obviously changed over somewhere in the middle. Aha, we have exhausted the mining pit. Let's take someone out of there. That means I'm assuming all of my clay should now be gathered. That also means so that the mining pit can be demolished. Very nice indeed. Work area is empty. Ah, for our berry deposit. Let's have a look at our forager's hut. So let's remove the two families from there. And also trying to say for our logging camp or our woodcutter's hut. Not entirely sure. We were cutting down all of this for extra crop area, but I don't know if there's actually too much point anymore. So I think now it's time. You guys are going to cut back here. Let's not do that, because apparently you guys are fine. It was my lodging camp. And so with that, let's put a couple of people. I have two foresters' huts. And we're basically going to say focus here. And focus here. can hopefully keep the logging at bay. Okay, as you can see, our fields went slightly weird. Oh, we're still going through them. I don't know how much sowing I might have done. I feel like I'm just mostly ploughing at the moment. Maybe I left that too late. And over in Wally Air, our Golden Valley, we have so many planks, it's unbelievable. I'm going to go and take that guy off the saw pit. And it is time then to build our beautiful church, which is... Let's not snap the road a second. Is going to face the market. Is going to be as much in this corner as I can get him. And as I said, that will allow me to start getting a bit more love from my people, and so will allow me to start increasing the size of my town. I'm going to go and put my spare person on the stonecutter's camp to start to remove the stone deposit. And back over here, if I want to upgrade this, I believe I need those roof tiles. So we have 5 families free. How's my manor house looking? Fantastic. I'll put 2 more in the farmhouse because, well, let's just say it's a bit of a slow slog. We're now in winter. So let's just keep those guys working. We now have plenty of timber back in. I'm going to go and slow it down to 4 times speed. I feel like we've gotten through the hard times. Now I'm going to have to zoom in a bit because I'm struggling to see these symbols in winter. Let's have a look. There you go. Our 6 burgage plots. Let's go ahead and put those down. And let's get 6 more families in, which, like I said, will eventually be our artisans. Work area is empty. I can only assume now that this is Woodcutter's Lodge. How much do we have? 96 firewood. That should be more than enough. And going to increase work area. Would like you to chop down trees in roughly this region. I am going to go and increase the workers in my forester's huts. They have apparently decreased the tree growing speed. That's what I'm after. To work out, so it's a little bit slower. So that's why I've gone and upped my forester's hut's workforce. The manor house is built. It was a very simple manor house. We were literally keeping it as a manor house. So we have our manor house. You come in. We've got our 2 level 1 burgage pots, and they'll stay that way. They're not looking to upgrade. We have our small table, which for the Lord's horses, our tax office, and the Lord's well, and then of course his tower, which also looks into Welly here. And so that is that's the manor house built. Now, how did we do? Plowing progress 0%. Okay, that's weird. I definitely saw. Okay, you got plowed. Apparently, you're gonna grow. Apparently, you didn't get done at all, which I could have sworn I saw some. Okay, we managed to do 1 field according to this. We'll see how this continues to go. And with that, I'm going to do 1 last field. I mean, you could say we have enough, but do we? I am going to split this one in half, so that we have 2 fields of roughly a Morgan in size. And so that is all the fields we're going to be doing. And for these crops, let me think. What have we got? Oh, the small one be fallow in 1. And the larger one can be Let me see, that's fallow in 3. I am thinking... Let's just say fallow in 3. Yes. Okay. And so our fields are all now set up. Our manor is built beautifully overlooking our fields and our crops. A new family started moving in Cartref. Aha, we are building a burgage plots level 1. And over in Wally-ear, how are we doing this lovely first winter? We are doing quite nicely. The wooden church is slowly going up. The stone deposit is almost gone already. And how are we looking? We have a lot of planks. Yes, I've moved my guy out of the saw pit. I am not going to remove you. 52 firewood. Oh, that's 14 months of fuel. But I'm not going to remove you because I need you to keep chopping down trees. Now... this also always gets a bit interesting, so I think he's actually chopped all the trees down here. Has he? Maybe? No? Is he working on one? It's hard sometimes to tell what's an actual tree and what's just like these little straggly things, which are kind of more like hedges. No, I think these do actually still count as trees. So we'll leave him doing that. This guy, the logging guy, look at that progress he's made. He has wiped out this part of the forest. I think with that, we are going to actually slightly move him on. There is so much timber just on the ground here. There's 11 timber on the ground. No storage space left for the woodcutter's lodge. But you know what? Let's take one off you and let's put you in our storehouse. Maybe you can gather up a few more things and put them away for us. We have 51 hides. This is going to be a great area for hides as well because we do have that wild animal rich deposit. So over in Cartref, once again, our hunting camp is working away, as is our granary, and we now have all 6 burgage plots up and running. Now, of course... whoa, what are we down to? Food for 2 months. Oh, wow, we're running out of berries. Let's up the hunting camp. Let's get those animals in. And I suppose we do need an alternative source of food, don't we? We do have some chickens. We're obviously not doing fantastic. We do have some carrots, so I'm not going to go and expand these yet, because that is more people that, well, it seems we don't need right now. But yes, we only have 2 months of food, but then we should be in spring. Hopefully, we'll start to get some berries back in. And like I said, hopefully, we can get a bit more meat back in as well from our hunting camp. It is, yeah, it is going to be a close run affair, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that much. So we have 2 free families. Most of these are still empty. We can get 5 more families. So with that, I think it's time maybe to open our mining pit. It will soon be time to build, and in fact, I'm going to build now so that it's ready. It is time for our windmill. Turns grain into flour. Let's go and... I want it... I basically want it up on this hill somewhere. There you go. Facing... kind of... I kind of want it facing town, but... I think I've got it a little bit further down. I don't quite like it so close to the manor house. Although it is very nice on this hill, isn't it? But I think a little bit closer to the farms. Oh, in here. Ooh, efficiency dropped by a whole 10%. So let's have it next to our farms. Let's have our wonderful windmill start to be constructed. So we will need that eventually. Also, when we have a few more of our people built, we're slowly gathering the resources. It's quite a lot for one family to get done. Okay, nice. Our stone deposit will soon be gone as well. We'll have that out of the way. We have plenty of food, plenty of fuel. How are we surviving in Cartref? Generic storage full for someone. I assume that's actually probably for my saw pit. It's always my saw pit. No, it's not my saw pit. It is my logging camp. That is unusual. Have a look at our small stables. You're full. You're also full. What do we have? A couple of oxen. Cartref is running out of food. I know that. We have a horse and an ox. Let's go and get another hitching post, which we keep under logistics. I knew that. And we are going to put you right on the road. You'll not find finer wares anywhere else. Hoping that counts as being connected.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time. Come one, come all.
Go. Looks a bit funky, but I quite like it. Okay, we are still on 2 months of food, and we are in February, so get ready for the berry season, folks. Get ready for berry season. Still do a tiny bit of hunting, not much. And yes, then it is time for berry season. And how much do we have logging? Let's take one off the logging camp. I think I only put 2 on there because we were actually short of a few logs, which we needed for our manor house. And let's go to industry. And let's look to convert.
Keep your half warm.
Let's snap the roads. Let's go to convert our clay into roof tiles.
These things do happen from time to time.
Someone hawking goods that is or is not a bad batch. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And so, yeah, our wooden church, it's still gathering some resources. I'm going to finish gathering the stone from the deposit. And then I think we're going to move on. Let's take that one person out of our storehouse. You can help with some construction. We have plenty of moved stone. We'll hopefully put together the rest. And how are we doing on knocking down these trees? Ah, yes, our woodcutter's lodge is now unfortunately empty. You guys are still chopping away very nicely. I'll probably take the guy off you, to be honest. I'm going to put you back in the woodcutter's lodge. We've got 47 timber logs. I think that'll do for now. We're not quite constructing too much stuff. Let's hit advanced. Let's choose the area. Let's shrink you down so that I can get you to focus on just these trees for now. And that will open up that area. You have space for one family once our church is built. Then we will keep growing from there. Over back in Wally here, we have loads of food.
Shy, good sirs and ladies.
We suddenly got 68 meat from somewhere. I'm not going to question it. And we really do need to get out of February, though.
Gave the old op
Yeah,
the month-old grant.
plenty of meat. That's gone and given us...
Tried to guard me and you.
Oh, no, wait. We're still in Wally Air. That's why. Thank you, Cartrev. Okay, yes, we have 9 berries. Not quite the same as 68 meat. And we have built the wooden church. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we're no longer really getting wild animals. We do, however, need... maybe get a bit of food. Full trade. I don't want you to go up to 125 though, but let's just... I'll just ignore it for a second, then I'll turn it back to... I'll just turn it off, actually. I think it's not a good idea to export any berries, as clearly we need them to get through winter. So let's go and buy a quick bit of berries. I'm hoping they don't turn up with a cart full of 100 berries. That seems like it would be a bit extreme. It's growing. And as soon as that says anything other than 0 out of 128, people are going to charge at that, I can tell you that much. Still have a month's worth of food, apparently.
Simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Yeah, some vegetables are coming in. They could be saving our lives, quite frankly. Literally saving our lives so we don't starve. Yes, our berries are going down. But vegetables are clearly king. We can lose the hunting camp. And our berry deposit, come on, let's see a number greater than 0. We've gone from eating a bit of meat, just eating berries. Now we're pretty much just eating vegetables. Just to confirm, the trade route is open. We have a merchant coming. We do. He's all the way up. He's miles away. I don't think he's going to be making it in time. I can tell you that much. Berry deposit is open, ladies and gentlemen. The 2 people in the forager's hut.
Leather.
I'm just going to go and turn off that trade route because it's actually quite pointless. We've got some eggs as well. They might just save our lives long enough. Keep us going. We are starting to pull iron ore from the ground, ladies and gentlemen.
Perhaps it was simply a bad shot.
It has started. Let's also stick someone in that. I am going to put a 3rd person in my forager's hut. And then I am also going to expand these living spaces. And how did we haven't got any crops yet? We actually have 0 crops and 0 incoming? Okay, no, you have... Now we'll probably get 69 wheat in 173 days. And hopefully with all of the people in my farmhouse, you can also get a fairly good crop the year after. Because, yeah, it's a little bit dicey. Little bit dicey. Maybe I shouldn't have expanded those 6 sets of houses. But, never mind. Too late now. And so you're chopping down trees. Our church has been built. We have 10 stone deposit left. Let's go ahead. Go back to 4 times speed. And with that, with our beautiful church now built in Wally Ear, we have come to the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our glorious valley. Just wait till all of these fields are growing beautiful, beautiful crops. And then over in Cartref, let's have a wonderful look. This is the current view from our Manor House. And so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will continue to join me for all the episodes to come. So that just leaves me to say that I hope until we see you again, you stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy.